Ohayou gozaimasu minasan. It's another impromptu little recording here. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but yeah, so we are in a dungeon, and this dungeon actually looks somewhat familiar. I do believe I ran this one time forever ago. Oh god, so I'm gonna have to focus here. Apparently these mobs hit pretty fucking hard, because they're fucking this guy over. Or the tank is getting pretty fucked over by him. So it looks like my heals are gonna have to start being legit. Oh god, I'm so sorry. So I've been watching a fuck ton of Smallville. Just to let you guys know. Oh god, I'm so addicted to Smallville. I know I had a big rant about it last time, so I don't want to get too into it. Too into it again this time, but my god, I've been watching this shit out of it. So much fun. Alright, so let's continue this dungeon run here. So, what do I have to talk about with you guys today? That's a good question. That's a very good question. I kind of want to talk about the first time I ever had sex. And yeah, and it's not really like a very interesting story, to be honest. The first time I had sex, everyone always thinks like, oh, my first time I'm gonna have sex, it's gonna be magical, it's gonna be so amazing, and the reality is it's just sex, and it's not all that fun. Let's be honest with ourselves. Sex, I don't know. This is my personal beliefs on sex. I guess I should go into that before anything else, but you know, personally, I don't really care about sex all that much. And it's really strange. Because everyone else I know is all like, oh, sex is the best thing ever, and I don't know, I don't agree with that statement. For me, it's really stressful. Like, it's a really stressful and uncomfortable situation to be in. I don't like it. Oof. I'm just a nerd. I like playing my video games, doing what I do. I don't like all this pressure, and ugh. Yeah, it's not fun for me. But so the first time I ever had sex, it was far from magical. Let's make that clear right away. It was with so let me explain who the girl was that I ended up having sex with. So I started working at Home Depot, and I was the lot attendant is what they called me. And basically what that means is I would be out grabbing carts and things, and then, you know, they'd call me over the little radio, and they'd be like, you know, this guy needs help loading in like cement or like lots of wood and things into their truck. So they'd pull up to the little zone, and I'd walk over there and help them load up their car with all their heavy building materials and things like that. And so that was my job. And when I started there, one of they called her the head cashier, and she just what did the head cashiers do? I'm trying to think. They kind of managed, I guess they kind of just managed like the rest of the cashiers, and they just kind of like had them do whatever. But anyway, so it's not important. But and her name was Katrina, and she's a wild one. She's crazy. We all called her Cat. I don't know why people called her Cat or why she wanted to be called Cat, but that's what we did. So looks like we're on a boss here. Let me do a wee bit of focusing here.
I command you to destroy these blasphemers.
Sorry. A little bit of focus is needed right now.
Your mistress requires your aid.
Well, I'm trying to keep my commentary going, but I need to focus. Oh god. My bad. That was my fault. %, my fault. But it's K. This guy's pretty easy. He's a pretty easy boss, just spank and tank his ass. So that was my fault. I was focused on shit and I didn't notice the pack. They said I noticed the watch out in the chat and I was I didn't know what that was for specifically, but I need to keep myself healed up here because oh, I'm down. He didn't notice either that I was being fucked over, but cool. So Katrina, head cashier, and then Katrina she was pretty much friends with everyone that worked there, and someone res me. I don't want a soul block. And so she had a friend named Brittany, and so me and Brittany, I mean, she was cute, and she was a nice girl and all, but I wasn't interested in her. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't click. Like it just didn't click for me and her. I didn't have that attraction at all. And let me see. Says this offers a quest. Something? I don't know. Okay, sorry. I'm distracted as fuck right now. So yeah, so Brittany, she was a nice girl, and it just kind of, and she liked me. So, you know, I mean, obviously, if you guys seen me, obviously, we understand why she liked me. But you know, I wasn't huge about her, but she was nice. So me and her just kind of ended up dating, like. It just kind of happened. I was hanging out with her and Katrina a lot, and Katrina was just too wild for me. She liked to party, go out to clubs and drink, and you know, do all this crazy shenanigans that I really wasn't honestly into at all. I didn't care too much for that stuff. Let's see what's going on here. All right. I didn't really care for all that, so Silent Rain. Sorry, I'm just reading things, and this guy's running off on his own. So yeah, so me and her started dating, and really the story is just kind of one thing led to another. I lived at my mom's house at the time. I was 19, so yes, I was quite old, I guess, by today's standards. But I was 19 years old, and we were in my bedroom. You know, we were just kind of laying there watching TV or, you know, whatever, laying on the bed and kind of cuddling and snuggling up nice and close, you know. And, you know, we just kind of start making out. Yeah, I'd say, you know, it's nice. It's good times, right? You know, making out with people, cuddling, making out. And yeah, and then, you know, the situation, as people say, you know, just kind of in the heat of the moment, things just kind of, you know, they just kind of escalated over time. Like, we just started, you know, touching each other, and, you know, I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, you know, we started getting into it, and, you know, clothes slowly started to come off of each of us, and, you know, like, it just kind of, the intensity of the situation just keeps rising, you know, just rising and rising, like we're a pot of water that's slowly boiling, and finally we just started boiling all over the place. And so, you know what I mean, like, it was just and then and so I distinctly remember this. It's like really embarrassing to me, but like so, like, at this point, all right, now me and her were both completely naked, right? Like 100% me and her completely naked, and We haven't had sex. We haven't done any sex or anything like that yet. But, okay, hold on. This is not looking good. Let me focus here. So we're both naked. We're both just kind of laying on the bed, just kind of making out. And, you know, I was touching her, she's touching me, and then we just kind of pause, and I just kind of sit there, and I kind of look at her, and then she's like looking at me, and like I have so much adrenaline at this point, you guys. Like I'm freaking out because I've never been in a situation like this before. So like I was shaky, like my hands were shaky, my whole body was just kind of shaky, and I was really fucking nervous. And you know, I just kind of was looking at her, and it was kind of awkward as shit. And I was like, so what? So like, you know, like kind of just looking at her, like, are we gonna do this? Like what's gonna happen? You know, because she wasn't saying much. She's a kind of a weird girl. She just kind of just laid there and was just, you know, like she wasn't participating very much. She was, but she wasn't. So it's like I'm this kid like that hasn't done anything, and you know, it's like she had sex before and all this stuff, so she kind of knew what was going down. And you know, so she just left me with no direction at all to just sit there, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on? You know, what do I do? What's gonna happen here? You know, like I was nervous, you guys. I was nervous, and so I just kind of like waited for the signal, and then I got the signal, you know, just like like you know, ni-chan, iyo, like terrible. You know, that's not what she said. She wasn't adorable enough to know Japanese, but you know what I mean? I got the signal, and that's it. So, you know, I'm going at it, and I'm like, yeah, like, it's sex for the first time. I was just like, what the fuck's going on? I had to have looked terrible, you know, oh my god. And you know, I don't remember how long it lasted, but it couldn't have lasted very long. And there's no way I satisfied her at all with the crappy just flopping on her, you know, sex. Like if have you guys watched Just Had Sex? Is that what it's called? By the Lonely Island, that I just had sex. And you know, that's basically what it was like me. You know, I was just flopping around on top of her. It was it was terrible, you guys. It was terrible. Like, oh my god, I felt so bad. But it, you know, and you know, I'm getting up to my climax, and the amount of fear after what happened next. So you know, I come inside of her, and it felt good. Let me tell you, it felt good to come inside of her, you guys. It was quite a feeling. It was quite different from me just, you know, like angrily and like, you know, just vigorously masturbating all the time that I've, you know, for my entire life. My entire life, for like the couple years before when I started masturbating. Like it wasn't even that long, but you know, it was a good feeling. And then instantly I was like, fuck. It was like so instant. Oh, you guys, that feeling, that's the worst feeling in the world of like, you know, I didn't have a condom on, but she was on the pill, right? She was on the pill, so it was all good. It was all good. I don't trust the pill, right? I don't trust condoms. I don't trust the pill. I don't trust anything when it comes to sex, because I do not want a fucking child, all right? I do not want a child, so any of that stuff, just, I don't trust it at all. And so even though she said that she was you know, on her period, or not her period, she was on the pill. Even though she said she was on the pill, I was not happy, right? Like I was not a happy camper at all. So yeah, for like the next like 2 weeks, I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck. I did not like, you know, I didn't like the whole situation. So my first experience with sex was me embarrassing the shit out of myself because I was so bad at it, and she was giving me absolutely no guidance because, you know, I don't know, that's just how women are, I guess. They don't want to tell us what to do, which is weird. Like fuck that. Let me know what's going on here, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you like. I don't know when I've done whatever. And but yeah, and then, you know, finally found out that, oh yeah, so she had her period finally, And it's just like, oh, the biggest relief in my life. But even then, I am so paranoid, you guys. Even after she had her period, I was still somehow convinced that it wasn't true. That somehow she was like pregnant. I was convinced that somehow I was not out of the woods at all. And even to this day, I am still somehow convinced. We need to go into this more. Okay, so I can't remember. Did me and her ever have sex again? Let me think here. I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Did we? We fooled around it like another couple times, but I don't know if we actually had sex again. Like the actual act of sex, I don't think we did. I think it was just that one time. And we stayed together for a little bit longer, and then things kind of like fell apart, and I think that was mostly my fault that things were falling apart because like as I mentioned to you guys, like I was a nervous wreck after the after the events that happened. I was not happy, but what ended up happening is me and her we had this conversation. She started talking to me. I was talking to her about like video games, and I wanted to like, I don't know, I kind of wanted to like get her into video games, you know. I wanted her to experience the love for video games that I had, right? And so I just kind of started talking to her about it. I wasn't like super pushy or anything, you know. I was just kind of asking her what she thought about video games. And me and her, basically what ended up happening is we got into this argument, and it was a stupid argument, but she was saying a lot of bullshit, like a lot of goddamn bullshit about video games, and you know, a lot of things that I didn't personally like, and it wasn't as big of a deal as I made it at the time, because you know, I was younger, and I was a stupid fucking kid back then. I was very emotional still, you know. I had all my hormones were going crazy, and so, but you know, so me and her, I broke it off with her is how it ended up happening, and I wasn't torn up about it. But after I did, I would say maybe like 2 months later, she ended up dating another guy that started working at Home Depot, and was I jealous of him? I maybe a little bit, but to be honest, I wasn't that jealous of him. This new guy that she started dating, because I really didn't care for her that much, you know. So maybe a little jealousy of like, oh, this girl I was with has got this other guy, but I didn't really care. And so anyway, another month or two later, she ended up being pregnant from this other guy, and so I asked Katrina about it. I was like, you know, like how would that happen? And Katrina's like, you know, because her and Katrina were like best friends, and she's like, you know, she's never really good at taking her pill. Like when you're on the pill, this is my knowledge. I don't know if this is how it actually is, but when you're taking the pill, you have to consistently take it every single day to or however much you're supposed to take them. Because if you don't, it's like it's not effective anymore. So hold on. So I guess she just wasn't good at really like taking her pill very often. So basically, like, I dodged a bullet, you guys. Like the fact that I was like this emotional like kid that was really freaking out about stupid shit, you know, that I shouldn't have, like, and I broke it off with her, that like saved me, because I probably would have kept having sex with her, and like she would have got pregnant. I would have been fucked, because she would have got pregnant. Oh my god, my life, like, oh, like some people it's like the miracle of life and stuff, but for me, that's like a death sentence, you guys. It is a straight up death sentence. I don't want to have kids. And so I feel like I super dodged a bullet. But so going back to that thing, like somehow, somewhere inside of me, somehow, it's impossible, okay? She had her period, and it was several months later that she got pregnant with her new boyfriend. But somehow, within my body, this is how much I don't trust having sex with people. This is how much I don't fucking trust it. I am somehow convinced that that the baby she had, I'm somehow convinced that there's a chance that it's mine. There's no chance that it's mine, you guys. There's no chance. But somewhere inside of me, I am convinced that that baby is mine. And I don't like that feeling for the rest of my life. I'll have this stupid bullshit feeling that this baby that isn't mine is somehow mine because I came inside her for my first time I ever had sex. And oh my god, you guys, like, oh, it's eating me inside. It's not really, but it is. It's not really, but it is. So like, you guys, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I am a mess. I'm like a mess of a human being. Let me see if where's the quest turn in? Let's head back there and turn in my quest. Oh, so my excitement. Let's pull my excitement levels down. So me being this, that just like shows you guys how much I just do not trust having sex. Like I could have sex with some chick, and she could be on the period or be on her period, and I could have a condom on. You know, I could like chop my balls off, and I still wouldn't trust that somehow there'd be like residue, like jizz in my fucking cock, just waiting to fuck me over somehow. Like I don't. There's something wrong with me, you guys. I need to breathe here, you guys. Just like something inside of me. I just cannot trust that. I just can't trust sex, and it's. What are you talking about? Destroy earthen mounds? Oh, we weren't destroying those mounds. We cleared them out though. Didn't we? What's happening? What happens if I attack it? Is it gonna spawn a bunch of mobs? Okay, we seem alright. So yeah, it is gonna spawn a bunch of mobs and I'm gonna die. No, I can't leave the dungeon. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just soul walk. Whew. So, alright, you guys. So this was this dungeon. I don't know what this dungeon is. The Foul Cascade. Let us take a look here at the specific dungeons real quick. The Foul Cascade. So the next one I get is King's Breach at level 33. I'll be able to queue for that. So I guess pretty much I'll see you guys at level 33. I don't know when I'll get a new Battlegrounds. Oh wait, here we go. I have done this place. Escalation Whitefall Steps. I have done this battleground before. I very vividly remember it. So if I get this battleground, I'll let you guys know. I'll record it. And it'll be good times. And so yeah, there you guys go. A little look into what I do. It's not letting me leave. Party. Can I get the fuck out of here? No, I'm just gonna soul recall out of here. So yeah, so I'm kind of fucked up when it comes to sex, you guys. Like, let me know about your experiences. I would be interested to hear, like, what was your first time like, or how are you about sex? Because I know a lot of guys, like, they'll just like my friend Brett, like, oh my god, like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna pause this recording here because I have more shit to talk about with sex. I'm gonna pause the recording and I'm just gonna start it right up again. Alright guys, I'll be right back to finish this thought off in the next episode. See you guys next time. Ciao, mata.